Court, you're another fish, man.
That's a nice fish.
It's good stuff.
Boil on the tail there a little bit.
Weird, and the water like was lit up. Tommy, is this your favorite kind of fishing?
This is definitely my favorite kind of fishing. We only get to do it. You guys lucked out because we only get to do it like a handful of times. So the water's so nice and clear. You guys saw the school out there?
Oh yeah,
a
ton.
Flashing and stuff. Awesome. Hey guys, Captain Tommy Derringer here from the Northeast region. We're gonna bring you a little on the water report today. We're out fishing with Bree and Courtney. We caught a bunch of redfish, so fishing was really good. This time of year, we're talking about the end of January, heading towards the 1st of February. What we look forward to is being able to do some sight fishing for redfish. And we got to do that today because the water gets really clear when the water gets cold. All that algae that makes our water real brown and murky, it dies off this time of year when the water gets below about 60 degrees. And right now, as of yesterday, it was about 54 degrees. Today it's probably in the upper 50s, but I think at least over the next few days, it's gonna stay cold enough for the water to be clear. So if you like to sight fish, this is definitely the time of year to do it. The way we were doing it today is we were throwing small soft plastics. We're using saltwater assassin paddle tails, and I've got one here. This is actually called the Elite Shiner. We were tossing this one and we were tossing the sea shad. But any kind of small bait like this that Saltwater Assassin makes is gonna work really good for sight fishing because it's small. And when the water's clear, the fish are spooky. So you want something small to be able to present it to them and not spook the fish. Now, we're talking about schooled up redfish. That's what we were doing today. If you get up on our flats anywhere throughout the region, from Jacksonville all the way down through Daytona even, get up on the flats, get shallow this time of year when the water's cold, and you're gonna find some schooled up redfish. This is such a great bait for that. We caught a ton of fish with this today, and the color, to me, I like using a color that I can see from the boat. Something that's bright. The fish don't really seem to mind so much what color it is as long as you get it in front of them. Now, aside from the redfish, sheepshead. The sheepshead bite has been really good the last couple of weeks. It's gonna be good all the way through February into March. But again, when it's cold like it is right now, when the water gets cold, the sheepshead also school up and they're gonna start spawning here. We're right next to State Road 206 bridge. Any of the bridges in the region right now are gonna be holding some sheepshead. You got the hardcore guys that are gonna scrape the pilings and chum up the sheepshead. That's a great way to do it, but you can just get some fiddler crabs, go to the jetties, go to some docks, use a little tiny number 1 or 2 2-aught hook, J-hook, and a fiddler crab, and fish into those docks on the bottom with a fish finder rig, and you're probably gonna catch some nice sheepshead now, and then like I said, probably through the end of February. Aside from that, inshore, we also have some black drum around. They love this colder temperature as well. That's what Bree's trying to catch right now behind us. Real simple rig, jig head or a fish finder rig with either a live or dead shrimp on the bottom. Last couple hours of outgoing tide is probably gonna be the best for those guys. And just remember, when you're fishing for black drum, they nibble a lot. So when you get bit, let them nibble. Wait till they swim away with the bait before you set the hook or before you reel tight if you're using a circle hook. There's also some trout around, but for me this time of year, we're not catching any real big trout, but there's a lot of schoolie sized trout around in that 14 to 16 inch range. And I know a couple of guys in Jacksonville this week, I saw some pictures from some buddies that were catching some bigger fish in the St. Johns River. And I know they do catch some big ones this time of year up there, along with some, we call them sugar trout or silver trout. So there's a good mix of, and also some yellowmouth trout. So a good mix of trout around. Same tide, you can use the same baits like this, little Breeze hooked up. So What do you have there, Bree?
Oh.
There you go.
And that's
There's a great stingray bite happening throughout the region.
great stingray bite. Hey, buddy.
Okay, so just hang out for a while with him, be friendly with him. So on the offshore side of things right now, everybody is chomping at the bit to get offshore. The weather has been terrible for it. The ocean's been really angry the last probably 3 weeks or so. But this is wahoo season. I can't wait till my buddies get out there to catch some wahoo so I can get some of it to eat. But I know there's a couple big tournaments coming up. We've got the wahoo shootout. Good job, stingray off. We've got the wahoo shootout coming out up real soon. We just had the, anyways, there's a couple of other wahoo tournaments. So if you're looking to do that, this is a great time of year. Let's just hope the weather cooperates. I think next week there's gonna be a window for that. So hopefully those guys can get out. I also heard that the tuna fish were around, the blackfins out near the stream. But aside from that, I really haven't had any new reports just because nobody's been able to get out. It's just been absolutely too rough. But when it does clear up, I'll call in some more reports and let you guys know. But I think everybody's really looking forward to a good wahoo bite coming up. That's about it. Bree, don't catch any more stingrays, okay?
I won't.
We'll stick to redfish.
Okay.
All right.